Hello, you're watching NSG News, and this is the hot seat. And we are on the Ghana Must Work series, season 3, episode 1, national minimum wage and pricing. These two should go hand in hand to create a sound and a formidable economy. But today we'll look at some figures and we'll do a parallel comparison of our national minimum wage, pricing in the country, and also another economy where their national minimum wage and pricing both should work hand in hand, especially where we want to consider participation of the masses. When you draw the triangle, luxury spending, just a small, marginal fraction of the whole economy. And that's where things are expensive, things are bought as a matter of how much you have. But majority of the economy, the rest of the people should spend by virtue of essentials, consumables, and these things should be accessible. By the time we're done with this basic overview, you will see that it seems like our economy, Ghana economy, is the triangle is upside down. And so it doesn't, the hot seat, we're challenged to think it's not stable because we're depending on luxury spending, expensive spending to sustain the economy. Now, the national minimum wage for Ghana as of this year, 2024, is 18 Ghana cedi, 15 pesos daily. And so if you break it down, that goes for 2 Ghana cedi, 30 pesos, which means if that is based on a 8-hour working day, so 40-hour Monday to Friday, okay? So we're looking at a weekly of 90 Ghana cedi, 15 pesos. So if a Ghanaian is working 8 hours a day and being paid 18.15 every day, by the close of the month, he or she is going to receive 363 Ghana cedi. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Now, but that 363 Ghana cedi, what is our rent like? If this individual is not living with their parents or friends who are supporting them, how is this individual able to spend this 363? He has not bought essentials, food, groceries, and then accommodation. Now, yes, some businesses would pay more than the national minimum wage, but let's look at it. Mass majority are being paid the national minimum wage, especially those on the manual jobs, shop attendants, and now let's look at an economy, classical example, or typical example of an economy where the pricing is done in a way that any working individual can live, not luxuriously, but just living, just living. Let's use UK for example. The national minimum wage for age 21 above is £11.44 per hour. Okay, 18 to 20 years old is £8.60. 16 to 17 years old is £6.40. Apprentice, £6.40. So let's do a comparison, not by virtue of exchange. These are two parallel economies where those managing the economy have find a way to price commodities within the country, taking into consideration the national minimum wage. That's the basic you receive. And here we have another economy, our economy, Ghana, where we are taking 18 Ghana, 15 pesos a day. This individual has not taken transportation yet. Food has not come through. Accommodation has not come through. So the hot seat, we are challenged to think that there is no correlation between our pricing and the national minimum wage. And we thought to talk about this with the hope that the tripartite committee and the finance and the economic think tanks of Ghana, if we truly want the economy to work, we need to fix the national minimum wage, because it doesn't marry. You go to the shops and you look at, we're going to show you something basic here. So a guy in the UK who is doing national minimum, let's say some of any basic work, age 21 and above, is taking £11.44. So just working 1 hour, he should be able to, buying some what they call chicken and chips. That money is more than enough to buy chicken and chips. And if you're not a big eater, he should be able to eat, and even some will be left. And let's say the person does part-time job, so he does 3 hours in the morning and 3 hours in the evening. That's 6 hours a day. So daily, that person gets 68.64. Enough to buy, to travel. And by the close of the month, that individual should be getting 1,372.80 cents or 80p. So that person should be able to accommodate themselves, 1 bedroom or shared accommodation, £400, then food and seat. But when we come to Ghana, monthly is 363. Accommodation in Accra, that is not enough. The individual has not eaten yet. So what determines our national minimum wage? And how do we arrive at the pricing? Now, some are going to argue the fact that we don't manufacture a lot, therefore we import. Yes, in UK they import from China, from Europe, from all over the place. But somehow when these things arrive, there is a way by which pricing is done, whether there's a bilateral agreement between these countries that allows the commodities, the products to arrive with national minimum wage in mind. Ours is just a literal exchange. So you'll hear somebody, you're going to buy something, it's an exchange rate straight away, just so you're not directly in the British economy or the European economy, American economy, but you are paying exactly what they are paying in their economy. Now, okay, what is it that they do that allows the products to be to fit within their national minimum wage? What is it that we are not doing? Yes, American dollar and the British pound, there is a disparity. There's some difference. Exchange rates vary. Euro, Japan, China, things come from these countries to these various countries. But somehow the pricing coordinates with the national minimum wage. Yes, luxury spending is there. The small part of the economy where those that are fabulously rich, billionaires, millionaires kind of spending. That's what we are talking about. We are talking about just the standard living of the people in the country. Ours seems to be out of alignment. Doesn't marry, it doesn't make sense. So let's look at this. Even chocolate, we are leading suppliers of chocolate up until now, when Galamsey and Co has come to destroy it, and even there is a possibility that some sort of change of regulation may mean that it could become difficult for us to even export cocoa. So let's sit up and do something about that. Now, this chocolate, they called the Ferrero Rocher or the Lindor, of the same value, of the same quantity, in UK it's £4.24. So the guy doing national minimum wage and even doing only 6 hours a day can buy that chocolate. A guy in Ghana, how much is this chocolate sold? This is a receipt here. I went to the shop to shop, and this is the price here. 144.99 pesos. And the guy earns only 363 on national minimum wage. So this individual, even though chocolate is not a luxury, it's just a consumable, a normal day-to-day eating, cannot participate. So it seems like we have priced majority of Ghanaians out of the market. How is this happening? How is it done? Yes, we don't manufacture a lot of things here, but other countries, UK, America imports a lot of things from China. But still, the things arrive and they are priced into their national minimum wage. Let's leave the luxury spending out of this conversation for a moment. What is it that we are not doing? And we know, is our leadership, the economic think tanks, not tough enough to sit with their counterparts from other countries to break a good deal for us? Okay, if the national minimum wage is so cheap here, some of the things China has done is to, most of the things are manufactured in China because of cheap labor. Okay, there's cheap labor in Ghana. Why can't we enter into agreement that some of these consumables are manufactured in our country? Even our oil have to go and come back. So we're paying dearly for the hourly rates from those countries. Is it that we can't break a deal? That means that when these things arrive in our country, it takes into consideration the national minimum wage, and the pricing is done as such, so the mass majority of the country can participate, so the economy can work better. Because at the moment, it seems like it's only luxury spending. It's handling or sustaining the economy, that which is not good enough. If more than half of the country cannot spend as normal, then hence the struggling of the economy. Anyway, let's carry on. Valindo, Ghana, it's 129.99. I think it's 200 grams size. How is this guy earning 18-15 a day able to participate in buying these things? Even spices, 39 Ghana. That's just for cooking, basic cooking. Something is not quite right about our pricing. And if there's more that is needed for us to do to fix these things, we have to do it, because the triangle is upside down. Majority are not actually participating. I went through some of the new shopping malls. Actually, I was at the Achipunta shopping mall, and some of the shops have closed. And when I asked the ladies, they said, oh, because the things are too expensive. People are not buying it. And truly, there's a company in UK that is also having its closed shop. The shoe that is sold about £39.99, I walked into that shop and it's being sold 3,500 Ghana cedi. How many people can buy that shoe? And even if we want to do on exchange rate basis, that means the guy buying that shoe in UK is paying less than the guy buying the same shoe in Ghana. Okay, yes, shipment and everything else, but this thing is becoming almost 4 times or 5 times the price. Whatever it is that those big countries, the G7s and all those countries does, yeah, of course, UK things are important from India, from all over the place. But when they arrive in the UK, something happens to it. I'm not too sure, but the pricing fits the national minimum wage. So the majority of the people in the country can participate in a daily basic consumable essentials. But in Ghana, the items arrive, change to the exchange rate, and everybody say exchange rate is gone high. Exchange rate is gone high. And then the price is so out of alignment as far as the national minimum wage is concerned that most people cannot participate. This is why those big shops are closing down. I've seen it. Go to Achimota Mall and you will see that there are some 3, 4, 5 shops that are closed. The clothes are still hanging there. So we think that the hot seat Ghana Must Work series, the tripartite committee and the finance committee and the economic think tanks need to sit down to figure out what do we need to do to get the whole country spending, because that is what keeps the economy moving. We can't depend on luxury spending only. No. We talk about this because the pricing and the national minimum wage, there's no correlation. Doesn't marry. It's not working. A lot of people can't participate in the economy. And all these nice shops that are being built, people just go there and walk. Yes, you can take a day out to say, I'm going out window shopping. But people just go there and stare at the things and walk out. Even the staffs in those shops cannot buy the items because some of them, how much? 600 Ghana cedi they are paid. How do you expect that guy to spend 220 something Ghana cedi to buy a chocolate? From the 600, rent is not paid yet. Transportation has not come in. Clothes. Something is definitely not right about our national minimum wage and pricing. Yes, exchange rate, put it aside. Whatever it is that other countries do to coordinate their pricing with their national minimum wage, we also have to figure it out and do same. And tie into good agreements with them. Okay, if it means that they are not going to enter into agreement with, okay, then they shouldn't bring their products to our country. Is that what you have to come to? No. If others can find a way to work with other countries, taking into consideration what the national minimum wage is, then we should do same. Other than that, we are lying to ourselves that the economy is moving. Look, even pricing of the houses in the United Kingdom, in Europe and America, even a person that is earning national minimum wage and judiciously and structured their finances eventually can get on the housing ladder. But there's no way a guy that is earning 363 as the national minimum wage, or even those that are getting 600 Ghana, to get on the housing ladder. So all these big new houses, they are all luxury spending. Again, the whole more than half of the country is eliminated completely because what they earn cannot contend with the pricing in the country. Our leaders, the hot seat Ghana Must Work series, we are calling on our leaders, the economic think tanks, to sit down and see what we can do, because until we fix the national minimum wage to reflect in the pricing in the country, the economy will be struggling. You see nice buildings being built, people building big houses, which is okay, but not everybody is participating in those things. Only a limited few. That's not a good sign of a healthy economy. We talk about this because an economy is a system. Is it that we don't have a system, or we only participate in the system of other countries? If that's the case, then let's create a system. And when we go to participate in their system, we sit at a table and break even on either side of the table. This is not good. Finally, state again, the national minimum wage and pricing in the market in the country is out of alignment. Mass majority cannot participate, cannot afford these things. Yes, you can talk about the exchange rate, whatever, but in other parts of the world, exchange rate, there's disparity between the currency, which is exchange rate, but the products arrive in the country, apart from luxury spending, products that are purposed and geared towards those who are the top of the triangle, more than half of the products are priced to fit the national minimum wage. So the whole country can participate. Let's think on this. The tripartite committee, the finance, and the economic think tanks within the country should all come together and figure this out. And if it means that we go to do these bilateral agreement trade deals, we have to be a bit tougher at the table to break even so that the whole country can participate, for the economy to work as a clock machine, then let's do so. Till we come your way, God bless Mother Ghana. This one is specifically for our leaders, because as for the country, these are not things for the people, the decision makers, those mandated to manage the country, those mandated to make the economy work. This is a conversation. I am certain, the hot seat is certain that you know what I'm talking about. It's not working. It's about time that we fix the national minimum wage, or find a way to all these imports will reflect, the pricing will reflect the fact that this is what our national minimum wage. Till then, it's just, if the whole city is not exaggerating, it's just maybe 10% of the people within the country that are actually actively affecting the drive and the move of our economy. God bless Mother Ghana. Long live the Fourth Republic. Share the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell. And when you come with yet another Ghana Must Work series, or any hot seat analytical and constructive presentation, you will be notified. I'm your host, Liquid. Bye for now.